Welcome back, and we're continuing the adventures of Chrillis, and my wife will be shortly joining us in spirit, if not in game.
Hi, everybody.
She's currently loading. She's going to invite me into our guild. We kind of lucked out and found a really awesome guild. Right now, it's kind of going through our current leaders have taken sabbaticals. Life happens. And when life happens, WoW gets kind of kicked to the curb for a little bit. And that's understandable. That's the way it should be. No game should take priority over life. Or health. So, a few of our fearless leaders, again, are taking sabbaticals. And me, my wife, and my mother are all current officers. And actually, my mother has control of the guild right now. When the leaders decide to come back, we'll pass leadership back over to them. But we're keeping the guild safe, so that way some bad elements...
Ninjas.
Yes. Some people will join guilds to basically raid their bank, take all the stuff that they can, and then leave. Yeah. So you try not to invite those kind of people, but you don't know until you do, and then they start asking for crazy stuff, and then you gotta just kind of give them the boot. But as you can see, I have continued fishing, and I still only have one hardened walleye, but I have made the achievement of 25 fish caught. Not actual fish, more like weeds and sickly fish and yeah, driftwood, tainted line. Oh, excuse me, tangled fishing line. I was gonna say that sounds like a song. Tainted line. Boom, boom. Tainted line. Bump, bump. Demonetized. For tainted line? Oh, because... Gotcha. Okay, so don't touch on any of the songs that I grew up as a child. So the wife is on, and she is trying to find me.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
CHRILLIS. And there we go, Rainbow Chaos. Yay! Ayame Fellfly is my wife.
Hi, everybody.
That's her main, her alliance main. We have horde mains as well, because we both like playing horde and alliance. We're equal opportunity for factions. I wish there was what I call a Care Bear server where factions could work together all the time.
And you get a warlock cookie if you understand that reference.
Yep. But, yeah, so now I am home. Hopefully she is bumping me up to... So that way... does that make me an officer?
No, it makes me zealot.
A zealot, just below officer.
Yes.
I think Mom has to get on to make me an officer.
No, it looks like I can do it.
Oh, then why don't you?
Okay.
Because all of my alts should be officers because I am an officer.
Fair enough. Really, the Pandarin with a tiny crown just has everything.
Oh, that's adorable. Yay! I got my second hardened walleye.
How many do you need?
8. I'm a quarter of the way there.
That's wonderful.
But yeah, so yeah, fishing, doing the quest at the start of the levels. Leveling up is slow, but you gotta get out there and do it. Cooking goes a little bit faster. And then at the beginning of the month, or the beginning of next month, there is a carnival. Dark Moon Fair. It is
I'm not sure those words are interchangeable.
what?
Fair and carnival?
What's the difference?
I don't know it off the top of my head, but someone probably does.
Well, carnivals have rides. Fairs have rides.
And I whispered to the Pandaren that I loved his clown, and he said thanks. It was
Yes.
fine.
Anyways, they are going to be adding a roller coaster
They've already added it.
to the Dark Moon Fair.
It came out in 815. Just the Dark Moon Fair hasn't come out yet.
That's what I'm saying. They've added because the Dark Moon Fair had already happened when the patch came out. Patch came out on the 12th.
Yep. And
So,
in 2 days' time, the Trial of Style.
oh, and that is fun. That is,
I hope they bring out new transmog
so
options.
dust off those pauldrons and compete in a fashion competition of Azrothian proportions. Speak to Transmogrifier in any major city to participate in the Trial of Style. So,
That's fun.
you make outfits. They give you a theme, and you make an outfit to what you think that theme means. And then you take turns among, there's like what, 6 others? 5 others. Yay! 3 hardened walleye and an achievement for 50 fish.
And a congratulatory macro sent by your wife.
Yes. A macro, by the way, is pre-programmed little things. I'm going to show you here. So you click on your game menu, and there's a section called macros. I have made many macros over the years. I have some that are for battlegrounds, because I am the only one that participates in battlegrounds. So, this is my Grats button. I am testing the Grats button, telling my wife so she doesn't yell at me for Gratsing myself. Now, here you see where it says Ayame Fellfly, and it says Ayame in little brackets. And here it says my name, Chrillis, and then Kuga in little brackets. This is incognito. This allows you to...
An add-on.
Yes, it's an add-on. It allows you to use your main. So my main is Kuga Natsuki, but everybody calls me Kuga.
Another Warlock cookie for those who figure out where the reference is from.
Yes, if you know where the name Kuga Natsuki comes from, post in the comments. We'll send you a Warlock cookie. What's a Warlock cookie, you ask? It's like a chocolate chip cookie with just a hint of soul. No, thanks, babe. But anyways, so we now have our Grats command on there. This is my thank you macro. And then there's other things that you can do. There's a whole bunch of what's called emotes. And you can do everything from dance to rude gesture to blowing people kisses, or it's just there's so many things you can do. Yay, another walleye. I am halfway there.
Is this for the fishing day that is Sunday?
Yes, it is.
Yep, that's right.
I was glad that it was this instead of the one where you have to hunt for the monkfish. You have to go to a special area at the front of Stormwind, fish up a monkfish because it swallowed a amulet or a necklace, and you got to open it. Now, sometimes you'll get a monkfish, but there's nothing in it but trash. Yeah, so there's 4 or 5 different daily fishing. Yes, quests. And yes, you do get an achievement for doing them all. Because on Kuga, I have. Kuga's what I call my achievement whore. I try to get as many achievements done as possible on her. We get points for achievements, but what do we get to spend the points on? Nothing. Thanks, Blizzard.
There is still hope. One day.
Every expansion, every patch, I hope to say, hey, this is what you can spend your points on. And every expansion.
I kind of like some cosmetic things. Some transmog or...
I would like to buy mounts. I think it should be used for mounts. I think that if you don't have enough of a certain currency, that like 1 or 2 of your achievement currencies would fill that gap, and voila.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
I like mounts. I like mounts. I like pets. I have a lot, not as many as I'd like because there's so many achievements out there for mount collecting and pet collecting that I haven't gotten yet. Some mounts drop in dungeons, some mounts drop in raids.
Some are quite common, others you look at them and go, what goddess of luck did you make out with that?
It's random number generator, and most mounts that drop is a 0.01%.
I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Big Love Rocket.
There's a lot of them that are 0.01%.
Fair enough.
Yes, and there's holidays where you can do special dungeons, like Love is in the Air, that just happened, and I didn't get my Big Love Rocket mount.
When you get a chance, will you tell me when?
Yes, as soon as this. Yes, lots of holidays, lots of micro holidays. Just, there's so much to do. And it's all fun. Children's Week is, it starts at the beginning of May.
Oh, I thought it was in April. My bad.
No. And from what I understand is they've added orphans from
Kultiris and
Zendalor.
And
So,
4 new pets.
So that means new pets. That means new fun.
New quest lines.
New quest lines. Just it's so cute. You get to pick up a little orphan, and they have quests where they want to go and visit this, or they want to experience that. There's one for getting ice cream. It's just really cute and fun, and they're so happy to be there, and it's just amazing. It's fun, and in the end, you get a pet. Once you get all of the pets, you can choose to get monetary value or I think a pet supply thing. I am one hardened walleye away. And then, but yeah, as you can see, I get excited for the holidays. I love the holidays. They have a Halloween, which is All Hallows End. You get to fight the Headless Horseman. You get a chant as mount. It's just, there's During October, there's Brewfest. Yay! I got my last one. We can get out of here. Hop into the water. Go into the water. There we go. My walrus self. Look at them.
Is that what you? Oh yeah, you are kind of a thick-looking walrus.
Look at them tusks. Those are some vicious tusks.
So cool.
Don't mess with me.
Those look like you could pry yourself up onto a sheet of ice with those.
Probably. But yes, I'm very, very happy with my water travel form. Okay, now let's go find us some apples. Once we're done, we turn them both in. And we'll get well, I know we get a bag of goodies from the fishing person. Plus a little bit of bump in our fishing skill.
And experience.
And experience, yes. And that's the whole thing. When you're starting out, do these little quests. Every little quest gives you experience. When you're not out traveling, when you're not out working on getting experience and leveling, stay in an inn, stay in a town, you get rested bonus. This is a blue bar. This is my rested bonus. Normally my experience bar is going to be purple, but you get this little Z sleep and rested symbol up here next to your portrait. And that means that, hey, you're just kicking back in town and relaxing, doing some stuff. And rested bonus means extra XP. Sorry. My brain is still trying to get caffeine. So we need 4 more apples, 3 more apples. And
I must get closer.
3 more apples. We have. Now, let's go turn this in. At level 40, I believe I get to fly.
No,
60, I get to fly.
40 you get faster.
Yeah. I keep hoping for flying early. Because running around, yeah, it makes for a long trip. Flying is so much faster and easier, and just you get to swoop and soar, and it's a lot of freedom. And we're going to turn in this quest. I will get +1 to my fishing skill and a bag of shiny things.
Farewell.
Now, bag of shiny things can have anything in it related to fishing. Sometimes fishing poles. But I got some bright baubles, which can increase my fishing skill by 7 to 10. Increases fishing by 7 for 10 minutes. Helps if I read correctly. I do know English. English is my first and only native language. I know a little bit of French. Bonjour, parlez-vous français? Comment allez-vous? You think I'm gonna get copyrighted for Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous?
Can I help you?
I know a little Spanish, and by a little Spanish, the extent of my Spanish is habla no español. Let's see, poquito, which I think is small.
Caliente.
Caliente is hot. Fuego is fire. Yeah. My wife took Spanish in high school
For 2 years.
for 2 years. What does she remember? Not a lot. But anyways, thank you for watching. We have turned in our quests, and I am going to make my way to the flight path. Let's see if I have a flight path. So we'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.